Hello, my name is Jacob Friedman, and this is my Communication Channels Explained. My top methods of communication include Snapchat, texting, email, phone calls, FaceTime, FaceTime audio, letters, Instagram, and TikTok. When I select my channels of communication, I try to base it best off of urgency of the message as well as the atmosphere of the conversation. My priorities in choosing a media outlet are in this order. Phone calls take up around 17% of my battery use, Snapchat at 12% of my battery use, texting 10% of my battery use, FaceTime 2% of my battery use, and Instagram 6% of my battery use. I correlate my battery use to the priority of which I use my methods the most. When I respond on apps such as Snapchat, I usually respond pretty fast, so I don't use a lot of grammar or correct spelling. But the point of the app is to get your message across the receiving party as soon as possible. When I do write messages that are thoughtful, I try to take time, write strong, effective emails that are proficient in getting my message and point across. I use a lot of emotions such as explanation points, but I don't like to use emojis unless I'm really comfortable with the person. When I send a message that is important, I like to use emails. That way there is a paper trail of the conversation. Texting might be easy, but a more formal method of communication would be an email. Including in this email, I like to put my background, subject, and signature, where the line is cut. To show my friends something crazy, I might send them a Snapchat. To ask a friend to go study at the student center, I would send a text. In the case of emergency, I prefer a phone call. To receive a letter of recommendation, I would like an email. And I decide on my responses based off of pure common sense. The most important values that I value the most. When I want to respond fast, I prefer Snapchat. When I want to respond slow, I prefer a phone call. And then that branches off into FaceTime as well as a letter. And for Snapchat, that goes along with texting and Instagram. Regarding media richness, I find phone calls to be the most personable. Snapchat I also enjoy. FaceTime is a great way to communicate. Then lastly, text messages, Instagrams, and letters are also good ways to communicate, but not very direct.